It is Magesi 1, Mamelodi Sundowns 2. A tough game for Mamelodi Sundowns coming from a 1-goal down. Mr. Owen Da Gama, the Mamelodi Sundowns fans will never forget what you said during the COVID times when you ate that slice of cake at F&B while you were still coaching Highlands Park. You said something after eating that cake, and the Mamelodi Sundowns fans will never forget. Hence, this victory will always be sweet for the Mamelodi Sundowns fans because of what you said that day. I do go by the name of Oscar Ntsinzi Football, where I engage and discuss on anything to do with football from Africa to the world and from the world to Africa. It is 11 wins out of 12 games for Mamelodi Sundowns. Currently, Mamelodi Sundowns are leading the pack with 6 points, or leading Orlando Pirates with 6 points, having a game in hand. And the 3 points rather did not come easy at all. Well, on this episode, let me just share 5 things I am taking out of this game. It was not an easy one. It was not an easy one at all. And I will be definitely honest with a whole lot of things. There are positives and there are also negatives. And obviously, this is for both clubs. Magesi, a Owen Da Gama team, is always characterized by, fitness, hard running. These guys, any of the players can actually run a comrades marathon. The way an Owen Da Gama side, will go through, their paces. I mean, these guys are fit. They can run the whole night. And if we're being honest, they didn't create a whole lot of chances, except the one chance that a wonder boy Makubu put away. I'll be honest with you. Wonder boy Makubu is definitely not going to be playing for Magesi FC next season. If he's still at this club, I'll be disappointed, because as a target man or a number 9, he has done a decent job for the side. And what's bad for Magesi is that they are a club that have not won a game since that victory in the Carling Knockout Cup against Mamelodi Sundowns. So things are not going well for them, but one great positive for them is the performances of people like Kakora, your Dapo, who got a red card today, and a wonder boy Makubo. He's one player that I really, for his sake, hope that Magesi can do better. And out of this game, I can't say they are better in terms of their play compared to when Lassen was still the coach. And I don't see any improvements, and except that they will play on a low block and play on a counter and hope for the best. Not a lot of opportunities created, except that they are fit. They can run for the rest of the night. And but Makubo is one great positive. Now let's go to Mamelodi Sundowns. Miguel Cardozo needs to be credited for this. The substitutions. The substitute of Arthur Sales and Tash Matthews definitely brought some oomph, something there in the front, because we can't shy away from the fact that ever since the arrival of Miguel Cardozo, Reina's has not really been the same. He's probably scored 2 goals ever since the arrival of the Portuguese tech guys, and he's really been struggling. Today has not been different, but the introduction of Tash and a Sales to join Shalolile and Ribeiro up front really changed everything. And guess what? It was Arthur Salas who assisted both goals. The goal that was denied came from a cross from a Tash who would have assisted Esha Lulile. And that just tells you the influence of Matthews and Salas from the bench. Now let's go to the third point. The officials on this game, I would like to believe that they had a decent game until that moment where the linesman said the goal Shalule scored was an offside. And if we look at the footages, no, it was far. It's definitely far from offside. It was not even close. So when are we going to stop with this mess of poor officiating from Betway Premiership officials? Because it is really a pain. Would have probably been an 8 out of 10 performance from our officials today had they not denied Shasha that goal and those red cards at the end. So unnecessary. You could tell even the man in the middle, the referee of the match, was very emotional. It's very emotional. And if you're a referee, you can't be emotional no matter what. It's not about you, Charlie. Just walk by the rules of the game. Point number 4. Let me just talk about the defenders of Mamelodi Sundowns. Mudau goes out injured. Murena replaces him. He also gets injured. I mean, our injury list is almost like a hospital ward. You have a Costa, Mali Costa, who was poor today. He could have another chance, close chance that Magesi had was that Makubo that came from a Mali Costa who tried to bypass a Dennis Onyango. So Mali Costa was very poor. Some hospital passes, some careless passes, and he should have stopped the cross before Makubu buried it with another defender, Grant Kekan. I don't know. This thing have been voted a defender of the season. More often than not, the following season, that particular guy was a defending defender of the season career. His season just goes from best to worst. Just like Njabulo, who came from Swallows, voted the best defender of the season, went to Kaizer Chiefs, and it just went downhill for him. Grant Kekana, sometimes he looks tired. A better performance from him in the second half, definitely. When Murena went out, Libusa was introduced. They played with the back three, but you found out that Grant Kekana was pushing a lot on the right-hand side. A far better performance from him in that second half. But in the first half, it was just frustrating to watch Grant Kekana. Musa Libusa was decent. I don't know where is Rushin Duruk. Is he also injured? But we can't not talk about how poor Mamelodi Sundowns are in defending those crosses. How Magesi scored that winner goal in the finals of Carling Black Level was no different to how they scored their goal today. A cross from the left. Koza should have stopped it. He didn't. The cross comes in, and Makubu didn't even hit at the ball. I think he just brushed off his shoulder blades, and but someone was supposed to win that ball when it was crossed in. It was a Grand Keka, and I was caught sleeping, and the ball went in the back of the net. One player I think that had a decent game, maybe well, except the red card he got at the end, was a Divine Lunga. He was really bombing up and down on that left flank, tried some crosses, and he really, I can't really complain a lot about Divine Lunga. Obviously, Mamelodi Sundowns fans, they don't favor Divine Lunga that much, but as way things are looking, obviously he's going to miss the next two, or I don't know if it's one game or it's 2 games, because that was the second bookable offense, hence he got the red card. So if he would have straight, I think he would have missed 2 games. So we don't have players are out injured. Others are now suspended. The ill discipline at Mamelodi Sundowns is so unnecessary. It is scary that we are piling up red cards game in and game out, both in CAF competitions and in the Betway Premiership. It's scary that Mamelodi Sundowns now they're going to the knockout stages, and if we continue with this type of attitude and ill discipline, it is really going to kill this team. Last but not least, let's talk about the engine room. Tebogo Mkhulise started the game. Mkhulise was subbed at halftime, but you know what? The V8 engine, that guy is just tireless. He works for this team. He will die for this team. Tebogo Mokoena was one of my man of the match candidates. Allende he's just brilliant. But if you could just add that factor of, you know what, taking shots outside goal, you know what, he could get a rebound with a cheap percentage that is not that great, and Shaloli would be there, Reina Sales could be there to finish off the rebound. But if we are constantly just passing in and around the box, so I don't remember the second half, Tebogo Mokoena taking a shot at goal and Allende. I remember Maliko's attempting, and it was even appreciated by the fans because you could even tell they applauded the boy after doing that. Although I think it was defended, it was blocked off by one of the Magesi defenders. But the whole match, it was intense. The second half was really a typical CAF Champions League matchup. Mamelodi Sundowns, you know, notched up the intensity, and they really wanted a win. Big up to them. Am I gonna sit there and say that was a typical Mamelodi Sundowns fan win? No. Maybe this is something that we must quickly embrace and accept as Mamelodi Sundowns fans, with a Miguel Cardoso driving the team. And if he leads, he wants to defend, and if he's behind like he was in the second half and chasing the game, he sometimes plays better in that way. I'm really impressed with how they applied themselves in that second half. So if you've seen this space and this content for the very first time, you do support the growth of this channel by just liking. That like button, that like icon is so important for me, because it's going to enable this episode, this channel, to reach other like-minded people like you who follow African football. So if you've watched, just like, I would really appreciate if this one video just goes over 100 likes. Commenting, you know, the engagement also tells the algorithm that the people were watching and were interested on the topic discussed. Share on all your platforms. And also, while you are watching, do watch the ads as well, because that's how you also contribute to the growth of this channel. I am very pleased with how people have been, you know, supporting me in all forms, from TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, the comments, the deposits. You know, I get all types of notifications, and I do attempt to answer all comments. Obviously, you are going to get negatives. Some of them I just go past and overlook, because some of them, they're so unnecessary. I don't need the negative energy if I'm trying to build something. But do comment. My opinions are not the final authority. It is a platform of engagement, and we will just agree to disagree on some things. Now let me end it there by declaring, may my God bless you all.